basically right here where you're sitting, we take calls and have taken calls since 1980. And a day, or let's say a week or two, can't go by without somebody calling up about the conspiracy theories of foreign policy in this country and all the connections. So as you started talking about these different institutions, I wrote them down, kept pulling them out of the book, and I want to ask you about the connections. Council on Foreign Relations. What does that have to do with Henry Kissinger?
Well, Kissinger is, whenever you have the people call in and talk about conspiracy theories or whatever, and I see it when I used to be on the campaign trail, you get these leaflets and they all have arrows and exclamation points and the connections between various institutions. And Henry Kissinger and Nelson Rockefeller and David Rockefeller are always sort of at the center of it. The Council on Foreign Relations is really just a discussion group and club in New York City, founded about 70, 75 years ago to discuss foreign affairs. It's largely funded by the old boy establishment network of the foreign policy elite in the East Coast, partly John McCloy's and the Rockefellers and that sort of thing. It's not an insidious institution. It's a perfectly respectable place. I guess its only drawback is it's occasionally quite boring if people drone on, but it's not some conspiracy or the heart of some conspiracy to control the world. What it is internationalist foreign policy establishment, a lot of bankers. So if you distrust the East Coast foreign policy establishment and international banking, you would distrust the Council on Foreign Relations. But it's not part of an evil conspiracy. Henry Kissinger got his start there to some extent. He was a graduate student at Harvard, about to become an assistant professor at Harvard. He takes some time off, goes to the Council on Foreign Relations to run one of their study groups. The study group is on nuclear weapons and foreign policy. David Rockefeller, a lot of other people are involved. He writes a book on it, Nuclear Weapons and Foreign Policy, that's published by the Council on Foreign Relations, becomes a bestseller. It helps redefine our thinking about nuclear weapons and how they affect the conduct of foreign policy. After that, he becomes associated with the Rockefellers and works for Nelson Rockefeller right after working at the Council on one of Nelson Rockefeller's critical choice series where, Rockefeller would gather thinkers to think about the choices facing America. So he became connected to Nelson Rockefeller and to the Council, and through them, I guess the next group you might mention would be the Trilateral Commission.